Welcome back to Afternoon Express, where we are pretty sure we've got our starters done and dusted. So it's time to get stuck into our mains. So now that we've tickled your taste buds, our next tasty dish is a Turkish-inspired spiced aubergine puree with a delicious savoury mince. A perfect light dinner affair. Ladies, this sounds delicious to me.
I know you're not a big fan of aubergine, but I hope today I'm going to change your mind.
I'm not South Africa.
I know.
But I love the fact that you've decided to take this as a challenge, Anele.
Yeah.
That's what I love about our kitchen. Everything that we have reservations about, you guys are like, I'm going to make it tasty for you and win you over regardless.
Yeah. So what we're going to do today is we're going to make an aubergine puree, that's what you can see here, and it's flavoured with garlic and mint and stuff. Then we're going to make a mince that you're going to do pali. Okay. It's also flavoured with mint, oregano, and then Tooms is going to make like a butter that you pour over and then you just scoop it like bread. Okay. And then we put some bliss in there.
Delicious. Okay.
But you're going to start first by roasting the aubergines over the flames. Pali, your pan must be put on.
Yes, it's
and
on.
And then you're going to put the butter in a bit like vinaigrette.
Yeah, I'll put on 4.
And then you're going to just put a bit of butter in and put your mince and all this seasoning in. Okay. And loosen it up. And to me, you know what to do. So let's get cooking, ladies.
I'm having so much fun already, South Africa. I'm making a classic. I think every single household has got a tray of mince there at home. So if you want to get cooking along, please do head over to our Afternoon Express website and you'll get the ingredients list of making this Turkish-inspired delicious dish.
And if you have a smoke detector in your kitchen, this does give off quite a bit of smoke and it smells like the house is on fire, but it's not. What you do is over the gas, or if you have a braai outside that's gas or coal driven, what you find in the Middle East a lot are these smoked aubergines. And the idea here is because the aubergine has got such a high water content and it's like a sponge.
Yeah.
So we want to collapse that sponge.
Wow. You're actually collapsing it.
You're collapsing it,
because the thing is about aubergines, when you fry them, they immediately slurp up all the oil.
But the trick there to stop it slurping up all the oil is to put a little bit of salt on it and they call it degorging. And you know what happens? If you look under a microscope, you'll see it does this. It locks itself in once that moisture's out. Yeah. And it prevents all that oil being sucked up.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
Okay, Pali, you can put the mince in and loosen it up inside the pan.
In the pan as well.
Because we're going to need that mince cooked.
Love that.
Just now. So if you can just loosen, and then you can flavour it as you go along. You've got some oregano there, and you've got some mint there. Mint is a big thing in the Middle East. Oh, yes. And I've got some mint here. Can you smell it, Jen?
Delicious. Fresh and dried. Dried mint is also very huge.
Yes.
They love dried.
Yes.
Yes.
Someone was asking me the last time, what's the trick to making sure something is cut right? And I said to them, just having a sharp knife.
Yeah.
That's the biggest trick.
The most important thing in the kitchen is a sharp knife.
Yeah.
Wow.
Do you know what, my darling? I'm going to hear you say in about, I don't know, when we sit down at the table, you're going to say, Mnandi mzansi. You're going to love it.
Mnandi means delicious, tasty.
Oh, delicious. We're talking about the aubergine.
Yes, yes.
I mean, I think that this entire dish is something to look forward to and something that everyone can enjoy at home. Yeah. And that's why I really want to encourage everyone. I mean, we brought back cook-alongs for a reason, because we hear you'll cry when you say, we also want to cook along with you. So we essentially have put this program together, tailor-made, curated for all of our viewers at home. We want to encourage you to get introduced to new flavour profiles and new tastes around the world. So I love the fact that those aubergines seem to be browning now and coming together. My mince is also cooking all the way out. And Nelly, I can see you chopping there as well.
Yes, I'm chopping some aubergines that I've done earlier. And you can do it like that, Jen. And I just want to puree it a bit with a knife because we're going to warm it up. But I've baked mine as well. So it won't be so smoky, because the ones that Jen is doing is going to be beautifully smoky. So these are the baked ones. And you just put it in the oven at about 180 degrees for about 20-30 minutes and it's done.
Mr. Cameraman, bring me your lens.
How's it going there with the mince?
Magic is happening here. Bubble, bubble, toil and trouble.
I can see the bubbling, the mince. Oh, it's got that brown colour that we want. This is exactly, I think, how I like to enjoy it.
And did you put in your flavourings yet?
Girl, yes.
What did you put in your paprika? And there's some more there.
Oh, must I add more? I already put it in. I thought that this was enough for the quantity that I've got, so I can just keep adding more.
Keep adding more.
Okay,
keep adding more. So the mint is very big.
Yes. vegetarian, you could add, like Annalise put that over there, you could use lentils with feta. Wouldn't that be delicious,
that'll be
darling?
divine. Jen, can I ask you to warm up that pan so long?
I'm
going to add this puree for you.
It's almost there. Olive oil.
This is delicious.
Okay, stunning. Dumi, how is the sauce going?
I just wanted to mention to people, most times when people chop herbs, they like to leave out the stems. You don't understand the amount of flavor that you're leaving out. Chop everything from the root to the stem, everything goes into that pot because you're missing out on a whole lot of flavor and nutrients.
Preach, sister, preach. Yes, hallelujah.
Amen, sister, amen.
So I'm just chopping up the rest of my herbs here and then I'm going to hand it over to Bale to get the butter cooking for us.
Okay. Yeah, I think my mince is done. I don't want it to burn, so I want to take it off
the center. Jen, can you put that other pan
Just
there?
look at this. Do you see how quick it happens?
Beautiful.
Do you see how quick it happens?
So if you can put that pan there and just put the mince over there.
And Nella, you know, earlier we asked Jenny what's the inspiration for this particular dish.
Yes.
So what is the inspiration for this dish for you specifically?
I've been to Turkey I think a few times, 5 or 6 times in my life. Jenny, you've also been there quite a bit. And I love Turkish food and the flavour, and I love the easy way they eat. Yeah. And this is one of those easy dishes that you can make. You put it on the table and people can just eat it. And can you imagine this with a glass of white wine?
Now, ladies, what I just wanted... What I want to get into is that this is the perfect meal to enjoy when it's that family-style dining. And Jenny, that is what you're all about. I mean, yourself, you've got that restaurant that, you know, encourages that family dining. So a lot of people might question and ask, why is it so important for people to share meals together?
I think that, you know, there's a time at the table where everybody talks and it's family time, you know, it's quality time, and to encourage people. I must say that there were times where my father didn't allow us, we had to eat, you know, children were seen and not heard, but he learned very quickly that you can't tame these girls. But it's such a lovely time, you know, to sort of dig in Morocco.
Yeah.
I remember, I was thinking, I looked at this man's dirty nails and I thought, so I said, is this my side? Is this my side? And that's your side. He says, no, we eat together.
Oh, no. It's best to eat together. Yes. A bit of seasoning.
Yummy, yummy.
And a bit of oil. If you just put a bit of oil in there.
Oh, yes.
And how's it going with that butter? Then we can start establishing this
I'm going to just say melt.
So I'm ready to put this meal together. South Africa, if you've been cooking side by side with us, please send those videos, send those selfies of you and your family in that kitchen. And let's see if your dish can kind of play a good part here, side by side with ours.
Like you did the last time, you asked the viewers what ingredient would they add or omit from this recipe. Actually, they must let us know. Since you're cooking as well, what ingredient would you omit, add, subtract, flavor up? Let us know, South Africa.
I would actually add some feta in here. I would love some feta in here, and I think a lot more fresh mint and like fresh parsley.
Yeah.
And Jen, you know what you can pass me is the mince.
I can do this for you.
Okay, ladies, whilst you put those finishing touches, I mean, I'm very excited to get stuck into all of this eating. And we've got our main, we've got our starter ready. Now it's time to top it all off with desserts. Coming up, we're joined by Lint's master chocolatier, Dimo Simatos, as he shows us how to make the perfect chocolate cupcake.
With the creamy decadence of double cream bliss from Clover, yogurt has never been so irresistible.
Made with love by Clover.